My lovelies, lie on your back, start to settle in. Find your comfortable position. That might be with your feet flat on the floor and your knees bent, which is the position I'm choosing today. It might be with your legs stretched out, but I want you to feel everything flop. Feel everything settle down towards the floor. Arms a little bit away from the body. Shoulders pull down away from the ears. Eyes closed. And then feel your body just start to settle. So all that tension, all our to-do lists, all those busy things in our head, we store them all in our body, in our back, our neck, our hips, our shoulders. Let it all go. You're on your mat. You're taking the next hour for yourself. I want you to take a deep breath in. Open the mouth, big sigh out the mouth, let everything go. And again, another deep breath in. Exhale out the mouth. And then just come back to your natural breath. And just check in with how you feel today. Start at the tips of your toes, come up through your feet, the pads of your feet, the arch of your feet, your ankles, your calves, knees, thighs, hips, lower back. Make sure your hips are in line so you are lying evenly from left to right, from top to bottom. Then we come up our spine, natural curve in our lower back. Feeling the pressure, the weight of our shoulder blades sinking down into the floor. Arms away from the body, palms upwards in a receptive gesture if that's comfortable for you. And then we come up past the throat, the neck. The chin is towards the ceiling, so you're not dipping it towards your chest. Just a nice neutral spine, neutral neck. Feel the back of your head resting gently on the mat and all the way up to the crown of our head. And then we bring our awareness down over our forehead, making sure we're nice and relaxed there. No scrunching in our third eye and the point between our eyebrows. Our eyes are only gently closed. Our cheeks are relaxed. Our jaw, our mouth, even our tongue is relaxed in our mouth. And have your teeth so they're parted, your jaw is slightly open, so there's no tension at all in your jaw. And I want you to just gently move your jaw around a little bit. Move it side to side, circle it around, release any tension you might be holding on to there. I know that I sometimes sleep and clench my jaw and it can take a little while for that to loosen off through the day. So just move the jaw around. It might encourage you to yawn, that's perfectly fine. A yawn is you releasing tension. And then just come to stillness. Oh, there we go. And bring all of your awareness just to that point between your eyebrows. Focus on that dark space, that dark infinite space on that point between your eyebrows. And just notice here how your body feels, how your breath feels, and how your mind feels. Your breath is gently coming in through both of your nostrils. It's coming up the nose and it meets at that point between the eyebrows before you slowly just breathe out again through both of your nostrils. And again, we're breathing in just our natural breath, not forcing it. Coming up like two streams up, meeting at the point between the eyebrows, and then gently just breathing out again. I want you to just focus on following this breath. And as you do it, I want you to count. So your inhale as you come up the nose is 1. Your exhale is 2. Just count like that up to 10. All of your focus, all of your awareness just on your breath. And notice how you focus on your breath. Your mind is clearing. Everything else can just fall away from you. Any stress, any worries, any tiredness, any niggles, any pain. Feel it just ebbing out of your body as you slowly begin to slow your breath down. So we let go of the count now. And you're going to focus on lengthening the breath. So I want you to expand your belly. Draw that breath all the way up through the diaphragm, up into the chest. And then exhale through the nose, slowly everything comes down. So you're breathing at the length of your breath, not trying to match it to my words, but as you breathe in, feel yourself filling up, almost like a glass of milk. And then as you exhale, feel yourself emptying down from the chest, through the diaphragm, through the belly as it comes back to neutral position. Long, slow breath in. Long, slow breath out. Good. And keeping the eyes closed and keeping with this long, slow breath, I want you to gently just rock your head from side to side. Maybe inhale in one direction, exhale in the other, keeping the back of your head on the floor. Good. We're going to come to the centre and hold it here. I want you to take a deep breath in and clench your fists. And then as you exhale, let your fingers relax out, wiggle your fingers, stretch them out. And again, deep breath in, clench the fists. And then as you exhale, release all tension, let your fingers come out. Hold it here, nice long breaths. Lovely. On your next exhale, we're going to slowly open your eyes and just take your gaze up towards the ceiling. If your feet aren't already on the floor, bend one knee and then the other. Place your feet on the floor and have your heels in line with your hips. I want you to bring your left knee in towards you, hug it in, and as you do that, let your arms drop, so your elbows drop down towards the floor. The weight of your hands on your shin gently pulls that knee in towards the chest. You feel your lower back press down into the floor, and then just circle round through those ankles in one direction. And then whenever you feel like it, back round in the other way, just getting some circulation going to our feet, to our legs. Not really clicking sounds you might be able to hear, that's me. Lovely, bring that to stillness, holding it here, hug the knee in. And then as you exhale, gently lengthen that leg up towards the ceiling. So I'm going to slide my hands down, have them each side of my thigh. And I'm going to point my toes up towards the ceiling. And then as I exhale, I push my heel up towards the ceiling, my toes down to me. And again, inhale, toes go up towards the ceiling. Exhale, heel goes up. Do that one more time. Just notice the pressure, the stretch in the back of your leg as you do this, and then hold the heel towards the ceiling, holding the leg still and getting it as straight as possible. So this isn't about pulling it in, but I want to bend in the knee and just holding it here and seeing if that stretch gently eases off. Take all of your awareness to that area of tightness in the back of your hamstring. Draw your energy, draw that oxygen, draw your breath in, focusing on that area of tightness. And then as you're breathing out, imagine that tightness just coming out of your body. See if it eases off gently. And again, long, slow breath in here. And then as we exhale this time, our ankle comes down onto our opposite knee and we gently open that out for a figure of four position. So your calves going across the body, your legs going out to the side. Place the same hand as the raised leg on your inner thigh and just gently apply a little bit of pressure there, making sure you're not twisting in the hips, you're not lifting up in the lower back. Just feel that gentle opening in the hip. If you do want a more intense stretch, remember it is still quite early, but you can lift your opposite leg up, drawing it in towards you, getting a deeper stretch around your bum cheek if you need that. If not, you keep the foot down. If you can feel it where you are, you feel it where you are. Lovely, nice long breath in here. And as we exhale, we're going to slowly lengthen our right leg out. So heel stays on the mat. Your ankle stays on your thigh. Try not to let it put any pressure on your knee. Now, if that isn't comfortable, you can remove your ankle from your thigh and you can place it on the floor and kind of come down into a lying down tree pose instead. Just gently placing the edge of your foot next to your leg. Or if you keep it there, just notice you're getting a slightly deeper hip stretch, whatever feels comfortable for you. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Lovely. Keeping your right leg stretched out, you're going to bring your left knee back in towards you and you're going to place your right hand on the outer side of your left thigh. Your left arm is going to go on the floor T-shaped and you're going to gently just apply some pressure again to the thigh, not the knee, just pulling it across to the left side of the body. So again, you get a little bit of a stretch in the outer thigh, maybe in the bum cheek. You can keep both of your hips down on the floor. If you would like a deeper twist, you can lift up on that left bum cheek, but it's wherever it feels right. Shoulders stay anchored down. Good, nice deep breath in. Exhale and let go. Good, and again, nice deep breath in here. And then exhale, bring that back towards the centre. Our left foot goes down on the floor. We bring our right knee in towards us. So hugging that in first of all, just letting those elbows drop, the arms drop, the weight of your arms. Pulling that knee in towards the chest. Gaze is towards the ceiling and hug that knee in. Feel your lower back press down into the floor as you circle round through your ankle in one direction. And taking it round the other way whenever you feel like it, just easing off in the foot, the ankle. Lovely, holding that still. We're going to lengthen that leg all the way up towards the ceiling, sliding our hands, just giving a little bit of gentle support each side of the thigh. And as we inhale, we push our toes up towards the ceiling. And as we exhale, we lead with the heel. Good, and again, point the toes up, working with your breath, not putting any tension on your neck or shoulders, and then gently pushing the heel up. One more time, toes point up, and then the heel, and we hold it here. We draw our breath, our awareness in towards that tightness in the back of our thigh. Holding it here, seeing if it eases off. If it doesn't, that's fine. And then on our next exhale, we bring our right ankle down to our left thigh, and then gently just open that inner thigh, that hip out to the side, placing a hand just on our inner thigh, getting that figure of four position here. So notice how this feels in your lower back, in your hips. Again, if you do want a deeper stretch, you can lift your left leg off the floor. If you can feel it here, that's fine. We're going to slowly lengthen our left leg out, sliding the heel across the mat, feeling ourselves keeping grounded. And again, if it's not comfortable with your ankle still resting on your other thigh, you can take it off. You can gently place the foot on the floor in our lying down tree pose. Make sure you're not lifting up in the lower back, hips stay square. Good, and releasing that hip, releasing that thigh. Make sure you're not putting any pressure on the knee. Good, draw that right knee in towards the chest, hugging it in. As we exhale, we place our left hand on the outer side of the thigh, our right hand goes T-shaped on the floor, and we start to just draw this knee across the body, getting a gentle twist. If you want a deeper stretch, you can bring the knee further over, lifting up on the right bum cheek, or you can keep the backs of your hips and pelvis square on the mat, applying that little bit of pressure just to the thigh, just to feel that stretch. Long, slow breaths. Lovely. You're going to bring that back towards the centre and then place your foot flat on the floor. Bring your other knee up to join it, both feet flat. You're going to take them wide. Heels on the mat, feet just off, let your knees fall in towards the centre. This time both arms out T-shaped. I want you to just windscreen wiper through the hips, just gently going side to side, rolling through the feet, just to wherever it feels nice. Keeping the hips down, just getting that little bit of a twist. Lovely, bring both of your feet up towards the centre, draw your heels back in line with your hips, hug one knee in towards you, followed by the other. And you're going to pull both of those knees in towards your chest. If you want a longer stretch through your spine, you can lift your shoulders up, looking towards your knees, curling into a little ball. Or you can keep your shoulders down. On your next exhale, slowly lower the shoulders down, and then one foot comes down, followed by the other. Wonderful. You're going to slowly roll over onto your side, facing me. You'll have one arm under your head. So I want a straight line from your wrist, your shoulder, your hips, but your knees are going to be a little bit in front of you and the edges of your feet together. You can have a hand in front and really press down, so press your armpit down into the mat. Now, you can have your head resting on your arm. If you're more comfortable with your hand on your head supporting, also fine. But do make sure your arm's not in front. Try and have a nice straight line here. Good. If that doesn't feel comfortable for the shoulder, do let me know. Now, have a look at your knees. I've just looked at mine and they're in the wrong position. So we want our knees stacked, we want the edges of our feet stacked, and our feet are flexed, so our feet are active as we press them together. Just a little bit of work here for your outer thigh. So we're going to do a little clamp. As I inhale, I lift up my top leg, but I don't lean backwards. And then as I exhale, I gently bring it down. And as you lift up, just opening out in the hips. And then as you exhale, make sure your knees come back in line. So what we don't want is you to start to lean backwards. You're keeping that core a little bit engaged. Lovely. And you can even lift the arm as we do this as well. Gently lifting up. And then we exhale and down. Good. And again, lengthening all the way up. Good. Keep the feet together. You're just opening out a small movement here. So you just lift and squeeze. Good. Exhale and down. One more time. Lovely. Bring that down. You're going to place that hand down. You're going to lengthen your legs out. And you're going to roll onto your belly. So press down into the tops of both of your feet. Try not to have your legs out to the side. Your feet should be in line with your hips. So they're quite close together. Have a little rock. Find your nice position. And then cactus arms. Your arms will be off the mat. So my chin's resting on the mat. My elbows are in line with my shoulders. And I'm going to press the tops of my feet down into the floor. Also make sure your heels aren't rolling out to the side. We want to pull them in so you're squeezing your thighs together. As I press into the tops of my feet, my knees lift off the mat, and then I push my thighs down into the mat, my pelvis down into the mat, and I engage my core. I'm going to squeeze my glutes, squeeze my bum cheeks, and then slowly just lengthen through the chest. So I lift up in the chin, pressing into my forearms, keep looking down at the mat, pull the shoulders back and down, just feel a stretch coming up through the core, up through the belly. Make sure the glutes are engaged, protecting your lower spine. Breathing as we press into the top of the feet. And then as we exhale, we slowly lower down. Good. Just chin on the mat, let your heels drop out to the side. Little wiggle in the hips side to side. Lovely. And again, draw those heels in, press into the top of the feet. Push the thighs down into the mat, squeeze your bum, push your pelvis down into the mat. You're going to roll your shoulders back and down as you press into those forearms. Just a little bit of a stretch on the back. So we just want to lengthen through the core and through the back without putting any pressure on our lower spine. Try and keep the forearms down for some support here. Nice long breaths. And on your exhale, you slowly lower down. Lovely. Let your feet flop, have a little wiggle side to side. I'm going to bring my hands up in line with my chest and I'm going to tuck my toes. I'm going to slowly push myself up onto my knees, gently lifting up, try not to swing, and then back into a child's pose. So the toes can stay tucked. You can bring your forehead down to the mat if that's comfortable with the arms reached out. If that's not comfortable, you can bring your hands underneath your head for a slightly less intense stretch. Good. Now feel that opening out in your lower back. Take a deep breath in here. Expand the belly. Feel it pressing into the thighs. And exhale. Good. And again, nice deep breath in here. And exhale. Lovely. You're going to bring your weight forwards and come into a tabletop position. Top of the feet go on the mat. Wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. Now press that floor away, draw up through that belly and come into your cat-cow. So you allow your sit bones to lift up behind as you push the belly down and look forwards. And then on your exhale, you draw the belly up, chin to the chest, and look back towards the thighs. So you need to find this movement for you, working with your breath. You can make it as deep or as shallow as you like, but it must be done with control. So you're working with the breath. I find actually a smaller, more controlled movement actually wakes my spine up better. So it doesn't have to be big, and you're just slowly rolling through. And as you work with your breath, really focus on this lovely wave-like movement. Just getting oxygen, getting energy, lubrication to each little vertebrae in the spine. Wonderful. You're going to do it one more time each way. And then you just come back to your neutral spine. Nice. Now, we're going to turn around the other way. So you're going to take your tabletop round to the other side. Face the opposite direction. We're going to take our right arm straight out in front, lengthening out. Keep your gaze down towards the floor, and then we exhale and bring that down. Good. Try not to tilt as we do this, so your hips don't move, your pelvis doesn't move. Opposite arm goes out. And then we gently bring that down. You're going to take your right leg out behind. So lengthen it out behind just to hip height, pressing the floor away, and then exhaling down. Opposite leg goes out. Exhaling down. Take a deep breath in here. Hold everything square. Good. We're going to do opposite arm to leg. So we take our left arm, our right leg, out in front, out behind. And then gently come down. Keep your gaze down. Try not to look towards your fingers. Opposite side, draw up through the core. Think of that flat back, and then exhale and down. And again, we lengthen out. We gently come down. One more time. Lengthen. Exhale and down. Good. Now keeping your knees underneath your hips, I'm going to lengthen my arms out in front and come into a puppy pose. So I can bring my forearms down to the ground and hold it here. If I want a deeper stretch, I lengthen my arms out and I bring my chest down towards the ground. So feel that stretch in your lower back. Remember, you can keep your forearms for support if that's more comfortable. Your bottom stays over your knees. And feel that stretch in across the shoulders, in the lower back. Lengthening all the way through. Long, slow breath in. And exhale. Wonderful. And again, deep breath in. And exhale. Good. Press into your hands, slide forwards onto your belly. And then you're going to gently roll onto your other side. I haven't forgotten your other little clam. Coming onto your side. Finding your position here, pressing down into the legs, drawing the knees forward. So my hips, my shoulders. Have I made it overly complicated today? So, line the knees up, draw through the core, press down into the feet, your feet are flexed. So everything is stacked on top of each other. You can have a hand in front for support to begin with. And then you just open the knees. So think about opening it like a book, but not leaning backwards. You can lift up with the arm as we go up and down as well. So we're opening out, lengthening out. Good. Exhaling down. So you're just opening the knee. And really check when your knees come back together, they're still stacked on top of each other. You don't want to be leaning backwards here. It can only be a small movement as well, lengthening all the way up. Good, just working with your breath. Is that uncomfortable?
But only on that side. The other side was fine.
Just do it smaller. That's it. Good. One more time. Lift up. Exhale and down. Good. If you get a bit of a burning sensation there, it's just a little build up of lactic acid. Don't worry about it. From here, we're going to slowly roll ourselves up to a seated position. You're going to face me, cross your legs, or have your legs straight out in front, whatever feels best for you. Take a deep breath in. We're going to stretch all the way up. And then we exhale and gently come over towards the left. Inhale up towards the centre. Gently come over towards the right. Good. Inhale up towards the centre. Turn and look behind you over your left shoulder. And then inhale up towards the centre. Gently turn and look over your right shoulder. Good. Inhale up towards the centre. Hold it here. Relax your shoulders down. Good. Lengthen with your breath. Palms come together and down in front of the heart space. Lovely. We're going to come up to standing. So you're going to slowly roll yourself forward, uncross your legs and come onto your feet. Curling into a little ball, looking down at the floor. And we're going to use our legs to come all the way up, pressing through the feet. One. Plant your feet down nice and strong, pressing down. Spread those toes. Lengthen all the way up through the fronts of the thighs, tailbone towards the floor. Take a deep breath in, stretch up, palms come together. Lean over towards the left, but keep the hips in line, keep the weight even in the feet. We inhale up towards the centre. We're going to exhale over to the right. Good. Inhale up towards the centre. Turn and look behind you to the left, dropping the arms down. Good. Inhale up towards the centre. Turn and look over your right shoulder. Lovely. Inhale up towards the centre. Palms down in front of the heart space. Good. Nice strong arms here. We're going to step wide and you're going to have your heels in and your toes out. So it's just like a little V shape. Good. Gently, you're going to just move yourself from side to side. But as you do this, your hips stay forwards. Your shoulders stay forward so you don't turn towards the leg. Good. Arms nice and strong. Just get a little lunge. You'll start to feel it on your inner thighs. If you find you're going miles past your foot, you can just take it a little bit wider. So just start to feel this here. Now your tailbone stays going down towards the floor all the way through this. Now think of a wave-like movement. So don't stop and start. Just breathe, inhaling in one direction. Good, exhaling in the other. Nice. Now I'm lengthening up through my core, my shoulders are relaxed. Wonderful, right? Perfect. Hold it in the centre. Take a deep breath in, little goddess. Tailbone goes down towards the floor as the crown of the head stays up towards the ceiling. Just find your goddess here. Good, nice deep breath in, draw through that core, wonderful. Press down through those feet. I'm going to inhale, take the arms up and wide, cactus arms into your goddess squat. And again, inhale, come up. Exhale, pull down nice and strong. Lovely, and again, inhale, lift up. Exhale and down. One more time, inhale, lift up. Exhale and down. Good, this time we lift up, the legs stay straight, our arms go out to each side. I'm going to turn my right toes towards the window. I turn my back toes in across the mat. We're going to come into a warrior two, so your chest stays facing me as we bend our right knee and then look towards our right fingertips. Good, so we're squeezing underneath, we're opening out in that back hip. Arms are nice and strong. Perfect. Now we come into our extended side angle. So you're going to bring your front hand down to your front thigh. You turn your back palm over. You're going to lift all the way up facing me and then reaching on a diagonal. So the arms going over the head. We don't want to turn down towards the floor. Keep pressing into that outer edge of your back foot. Watch that knee at the front, it has a tendency to wander, so we want to keep that nice and open. Good, nice long breath in here, and exhale. Good, press through the feet, use that top arm to come all the way up, back into our warrior two. Look towards your right fingertips. Take a nice deep breath in here, and exhale. Anytime it gets too much with the arms, you can bring them down to your waist, people that have been gardening. Wonderful. Let's bring that back hand down to our back thigh. Turn your right palm over. Watch your fingertips. Legs stay in position as we reverse our warrior. lifting our chest, lifting our arm all the way up, and then we curve over the head, sliding that left hand down our back leg, opening out. Front knee stays bent over the ankle. Keep pressing into the outer edge of that back foot. Good. Feel the strength through your reverse warrior. Nice long breath in and exhale. Wonderful. Let's inhale, come forwards, back out into your warrior. Perfect. I'm going to straighten my front leg, lift my arms up and look up. Exhale and down. Good. Nice, strong, purposeful movements. Inhale, lift up and look up. Exhale and down. And again, inhale, lift up and look up. Keep the legs straight, just bring the arms down. Okay, we're going to turn the other way. So I bring my right toes in, I turn my left toes out. I've lost you, haven't I? Let's bend that left knee, finding our warrior the other direction, looking towards our left fingertips. Look towards your centre finger. Now, check in with yourself. Feel the strength down your right leg. Have a little look at your knee at the front, opening out in the hips. You'll feel it on the inner thighs, keeping the shoulders and the chest towards me, but just turning the head. Remember, you can always drop the arms. Take a nice long breath in here, and exhale. Good. Extended side angle. We bring our left hand down. We take our right arm up and over, reaching on a diagonal from the tips of our fingers all the way down to the outer edge. We keep the shoulder back. We keep the chest facing the long edge of the mat, and we watch that knee at the front, making sure it's not wandering away from the ankle towards the arch of the foot. Drawing up through the side of the body, drawing up through the core. Let's use that top arm to come all the way back and lengthen out. Good, nice long breath in here. Again, and exhale. We're going to reverse. So our right hand comes down, our left palm comes over. We reach all the way up, lengthening towards the ceiling, opening out in the heart space. The weight is still even, front and back leg. Feel yourself grounding down. Feel your heart space opening up as you lengthen with your right hand down your back leg. Good, your breathing might feel a little bit tighter here. We're going to come forwards, back into our warrior as we lengthen out, looking towards the left fingertips. Nice, let's straighten and lift. So we straighten the front leg, we lift up, we look up, and then we exhale and come down. And again, inhale, lift up and look up. Exhale and down. Let's do that one more time. We're going to keep the legs straight this time, palms come together, and down in front of the heart space. Good. Turning in your front toes. So now you're a little bit pigeon-toed. Okay. Now you can bring your hands to your thighs, you can keep them in prayer position. We're going to do a little wide forward fold. Now the main thing here is we don't snap our knees backwards. Really press into the outer side of those feet. You can have your hands on your waist, whatever you want. We're only going to go halfway, so think of your body lengthening out in front as you hinge from the hips. Take a deep breath in as we lengthen, press into your toes, and just slowly come forwards, just halfway. Draw up through the navel. You can place your hands on your thighs for support, or you can have your hands in prayer position underneath your chest. Take a nice long breath in here, and exhale. Good, and again, deep breath in, and exhale. Good, let's come up. So draw up through the core, lengthen through the spine, and exhale here, wonderful. You're going to heel and toe your feet towards each other, facing me, feet are hip distance apart. Gently roll forwards and backwards, find that planted position here, spreading those toes wide. Take a deep breath in, stretch up, palms come together, and down in front of the heart space. Okay, we're going to come into a little tree pose. So I want you to put all of your weight on your right leg, keeping your hips square. I'm just going to come up on my toes on the left. Try not to swing over to the side. I'm then going to bring this foot close to the other one and open the knee out to the side. So I can just prop my ankle, my heel up just above my ankle. Squeeze your bottom underneath, engage the core. Good, nice deep breath in, press into your right toes. Perfect, so you can hold it here if that's enough. If you want, you can lift your foot up and press it into your calf so you really make a connection. Not sure what my balancing's like today. Grip with those toes on the right, opening out in the hips. Good. Relax your face, you're all frowning. Concentration. Nice deep breath in. Good. We're going to lift our knee, lift our arms, stretch up, and then bring the foot, the arms down. Okay, have a little wiggle through those feet. If you want to casually move a little bit closer to the wall, I probably should have said that before. So, let's find this strong mountain pose first, pressing down into the feet. Have your hands on your waist, in prayer position, whatever feels right for you. So, I start to transfer my weight onto my left leg, but I don't want to lean over to the side. So I engage my core, I squeeze my bum underneath, and I just come up onto my toes. Get the feet quite close together, and then you're going to open that right foot out to the side. Good. Now you can hold it here if that's enough. You can feel an opening on the hip. You're still balancing even if your toes are on the floor. The shoulders are dropped down. Smiling is optional, but it is recommended. Good. Lengthen up through the crown of the head. And exhale. If you're feeling brave, and we always do one side better than the other, don't be hard on yourselves. Take a deep breath in. Wonderful. And exhale. Really make that connection there. One more breath. Lovely. Knee lift, arms up. Exhale and down. Good. Feet hip distance apart. We're going to come into a little chair. So remember, you press into the whole of the feet. You draw up through the navel and your bottom is going to go out diagonal behind. So I'm going to inhale and reach forwards with my arms as I push my bottom out behind, and then I bend my knees. If it's too much with the arms, you can bring your hands to your thighs. You can bring your hands in prayer position. But the most important thing is you really tilt that pelvis underneath and draw up through the navel. Good. Take a nice long breath in here. Try and relax the neck and shoulders, and exhale. Okay, everyone's going to bring their hands into prayer position in front of the chest. Look towards the tips of your fingers. Take a breath in here, and exhale. Now, your hands are going to stay in this position, but you're going to twist them. So I'm going to drop my left elbow down, my right elbow up, and I'm going to look over the top of my right elbow. Weight is still even, hips are still even, keep pressing into both feet. Good, draw through the core. On your next inhale, come back towards the centre. So you stay the same height, you're just twisting. I drop my right elbow down, my left elbow up, and I look over the top of my left elbow. Take a deep breath in here, and exhale. Good, come back towards the centre, and hold it here. Take a deep breath in, stretch up. Hands come down to the side. Lovely, scoop the arms all the way up, stretch up. Exhale and fold forward. So bend the knees, bring the crown of the head down towards the floor. Now, if you have got any aches or pains in the backs of your legs, in your lower back, bend your knees, bring your rib cage towards your thighs. Have a little dangle here, just letting your arms hang down from the shoulders. You good? Just come down to a little crouch. Sometimes having your head below your heart can make you very dizzy. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Good. You're going to bend your knees, bring your hands to the floor and slowly come down to a seated position. Feet on the floor, knees bent. Okay, so we're going to do a little boat pose, maybe a bridge to finish. We are going to press down into the tops of our feet, into the bottom of our feet. And we want a nice flat back. Okay, so get those bum cheeks out of the way, really feel those sit bones. Your legs kind of want to go out to the side, so really press down into the whole of the feet here. Your fingertips are going to touch the backs of your legs, and you're going to roll your shoulders back and down. Now, I'm already tightening my belly here. I can already feel this here, okay? I'm going to lengthen through the spine. I'm going to look dead ahead. And then whenever I feel ready on my exhale, I'm going to slowly lean back. But as I lean back, I don't collapse in the lower spine. And as soon as I start to lean back, I get that biting point, that clutch point. I'm drawing my thighs towards each other. Press down into your big toe, the ball of your foot, the heel of your foot. Now, we're not holding ourselves here with our legs. Your fingertips are just touching. You can keep them there. If you would like, you can take your arms out, palms upwards, and keep that chest lifted towards the ceiling. Nice. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Make sure you're not getting any tweaking, any strain on your lower back. What?
It always makes me laugh, this pose. I've no idea why.
I don't know either. I'm going to try talking when you do it. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Just bring those hands to the knees. You're going to gently roll forward. Okay, so there are two base positions for our boat pose. You can have your hands on the legs. You can have them stretched out. You don't need to go back very far. Is your lower back hurting a little bit on that one?
Tiny bit.
Okay, don't go back very far. I can feel mine even sit. As long as you engage your core and you can feel it, if you've got a little bit of a weakness there today, don't lean backwards. So press down, roll the shoulders back. Also maybe keep the fingertips just on the thighs. Take a deep breath in. And then as you exhale, you're going to gently just lean backwards here, just to wherever feels comfortable. Okay, so we don't want any tweaking on our lower back. Remember, it's the front bit we want to be working, not the back bit. You can remove your hands if you want. You can keep them on your legs. So your chest is going up towards the ceiling. Think of this lovely V shape between your thighs and your back. You will feel this down the front of the thighs, maybe the side of the thighs as well. So you're pressing everything down, you're drawing everything in, and relax. So the shoulders are relaxed, the neck is relaxed. Wonderful. Make sure it's that core doing the work, really tightening that belly. Breathe, long, slow breath in. Long, slow breath out. And again, nice deep breath in. Nice deep breath out. Lovely. Gently bring those hands onto the leg. You're going to roll yourself forwards. And then we're going to come down onto our back. Feet stay flat on the floor with the knees bent. So, get your feet quite close to your bottom with your heels still in line with your hips. So I kind of walk them back, toes, and then really plant the heels down. Your hands are going to go at the side of the body, so lengthen through the spine. And relax those shoulders down away from the ears. Now, before we do anything, I want you to tilt your pelvis. So when you tilt your pelvis upwards, you feel your lower back press down into the floor. You automatically squeeze your belly and you start to squeeze your bum a little bit. And again, we're drawing both of those thighs together. So we're going to do a nice gentle bridge pose. And we're going to do it in a flow rather than taking it up really severely and then holding it. So, hands at the side of the body, keeping that pelvis tilted underneath. We press into the feet and we start to lift our hip bones up towards the ceiling. And as we do that, our back comes up and we take our arms up and over the head. Good, and then we slowly lower down, vertebrae by vertebrae. We come down the spine and we bring our hands back down to the side. So we're going to come up. We inhale, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then gently down, 2, 3, and 4. Good, lifting those hips up, squeezing the bottom as we come up, and feel your weight push up onto your shoulders. And then gently come down. Good, now keep your chin pointing up towards the ceiling. Don't look towards your knees, working with your breath. We come up, pressing into those feet, engaging the thighs, engaging your glutes, gently coming down. Good, the next time you get up, you're going to hold it there with the arms over the head, pressing into the feet,
Pushing the hips up towards the ceiling, squeezing the thighs together, engaging the glutes. Now really press into those heels. Feel the weight up on the shoulders, keep the chin towards the ceiling. We hold for one more breath, and then you lift your heels. You slowly roll down through the spine, vertebrae by vertebrae, and then you hug one knee in towards the chest, followed by the other. Little rock side to side. Lovely. Place one foot on the floor, followed by the other. Place the edges of your feet together. Now, if you do have any issues with your lower back, take your feet a little bit further away from you. We're going to come into a reclined bound angle. So I'm going to keep the bottom of my feet together as I tilt my feet out to the side. I plant the bottom of my feet together and I let my knees open towards the sides. Now, if you find your lower back lifting off the mat here, take your feet further away from you. If you want a more intense stretch on your inner thighs and your back is in the correct position, you can bring your heels closer in towards the centre of your pelvis. But I want you to just allow your legs to naturally open to wherever gravity takes them. Make sure it's a comfortable position. You shouldn't feel like you're pushing yourself in this. Good. Now, arms out to the side, palms upwards. Close your eyes. Feel your body start to relax down towards the floor. So just feel that natural opening here. As I said, you can make it less intense by taking your feet further away from you. And as you take a deep breath in, expand that belly, drawing that breath all the way up into the chest. And then as you exhale, you're allowing yourself to soften and breathe out. So I want you to draw in all this energy. Let that energy nourish you wherever it is needed today. And then as you exhale, let go. So keep breathing like this, long, slow breaths in, and really feel that on your exhale, you're letting go of any stress, any tiredness, any tension. You're letting go of anything that you're holding on to in your body. You're letting go of any negative thoughts or feelings or just anything we don't need to carry with us the rest of the day. Long, lovely, slow breaths in. Lovely, long, slow breaths out. So, your own pace, whenever it feels right for you, you're going to slowly just start to lengthen your legs out in front of you, lengthening them out, coming into our Shavasana. As we start to come into our Shavasana, you're going to feel your body just resting down towards the floor. Keeping the eyes closed, just before we do anything else here, just feel your body settle. Allow the effects of today's class to just begin to settle into your body. Let it rest completely and notice how your energy feels. Sometimes when we release our body, we've done a lovely slow, gentle releasing class today. You can almost feel it a little bit in your body. You sometimes get little twitches. You can feel it within your body as your body does start to relax. We're going to take a deep breath in, breathing all the way from the toes, all the way up to the crown of the head. And then as you exhale, let go completely. And you're going to let go now of any control over your breath as well. You're going to let go of doing anything. And you're going to slowly, just gently move into the most comfortable position for you. You can grab the blanket, you can put it behind your head, you can put it gently over your body.
I know it's a bit warmer finally today. You might not want to stay in this position with your legs out. You might prefer to have your knees bent and your feet flat on the floor. But find a position of comfort. And we're not just relaxing our body, we're relaxing our mind as well. So for the next few moments, we're going to take this time for ourselves and we're going to enjoy this chance to do nothing. Enjoy this chance to settle into the peace. And just do a little scan over your body, making sure everything feels as comfortable as it can feel. Your feet are relaxed. Your legs, your hips, your back. Your arms, your shoulders, your jaw. The tip of the tongue can just rest softly on the roof of your mouth if that feels comfortable. Relaxing all through the jaw, the teeth, the cheeks. And you're setting aside anything that's happened before this practice. You're setting aside anything that's happening after this practice. You're setting everything aside for these moments just to balance or rebalance and reset. Letting go of any thoughts, of any need to do. If thoughts do start to try and creep back in, just sweep them to the side. They'll still be there when we're finished. There's no goals in this, there's no destination, there's no right or wrong, there's just experiencing peace. Taking this time for yourself. Making any final adjustments. And then begin to experience the stillness even more. Knowing that you can move if you need to, but you won't want to because you're comfortable. You're enjoying the stillness, this chance to do nothing, this chance to rest. Just allowing my words to be received energetically. Just following the sound of my voice. And feeling this whole experience just becoming more and more effortless. Serene and effortless. We're just going to begin the process of sweeping energy throughout the body. Making energetic connections from point to point. Think of it like connecting electrical currents or beams of lights throughout your body, just experiencing an energetic connection as we sweep awareness over to our right hand thumb, index finger, middle finger, ring finger, little finger. Drawing over to the left hand thumb, energetic current, beam of light, we come to the index finger, middle finger, ring finger, little finger. Over to your right wrist, left wrist, right elbow, left elbow. Connecting energy to our right shoulder, our left shoulder, hollow of the throat, the back of the head near the top, the crown of the head, right eyebrow, left eyebrow, right eye, left eye, right ear, left ear, right cheek, left cheek, tip of the nose, upper lip, lower lip, tip of the chin, hollow of the throat, heart centre, right side of the chest, heart centre, left side of the chest, heart centre, navel centre, tip of the tailbone, right hip, left hip, right knee, left knee, sweeping energy to our right ankle, left ankle, right big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, fifth toe, left big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, fifth toe. The whole right side of your body. Feel the energy down the whole right side of your body. And then sweep that energy over to the whole left side of your body. The whole left side of your body. Sweep your energy between the right side of your body and the left side of your body. Right side of the body, left side of the body. Right side of the body, left side of the body. And then your whole body as one. Feel your energy sweeping through your whole body. Your whole body. Be aware of your whole body. Be aware of your whole body resting on the floor. Be aware of the feel of your body resting on the surface beneath you. Be aware of your mind resting and your natural breath just gently breathing in and out through your nostrils without you having to do anything. You're going to make yourself more aware of your physical body by taking a deeper breath in and feel that bigger movement in the belly, in the chest as it rises. And then exhale and let go. And again, nice deep breath in. Exhale and let go. You're going to bring more awareness to your physical body. I want you to touch your thumb onto your index finger. Touch your thumb onto your middle finger. Your thumb onto your ring finger. Your thumb onto your little finger. I want you to let go, let the fingertips just lie loose, and then gently just wiggle through your toes. Think of what your body needs. Think if it needs a big stretch. If you'd like to curl into a little ball, think of any movements you want to make and make them. If you'd rather just lie in stillness for a little bit longer, that is also fine. Whenever you feel ready, you're going to slowly just roll over onto your side. Taking a moment there as your body starts to wake, your mind starts to wake. And in your own time, keeping your eyes closed, you're going to slowly just push yourself up to a seated position, lengthening the crown of your head towards the ceiling. And just bring your hands to your thighs. I want you to take the nail of your index finger and just press it into the side of your thumb, spreading your other fingertips out. Just making that connection. And I want you to think to yourself through the rest of the day, I breathe in calm, I breathe out worry. Say that to yourself, I breathe in calm, I breathe out worry. One more time. You're going to softly open your eyes, bring your gaze back into the room. Take a deep breath in and smile as you exhale. Good done, my lovelies.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I apologise for my phone.
I didn't even hear it.
My